Visit sailrite.com for all your project supplies, tools, and instructions.
Hi, I'm Eric Arndt with Sailrite. Today I'm going to show you a tip on how to sew your piping. Now this is if you're making your own piping. This isn't for prefabricated piping, and this is not for when you're sewing the piping onto the boxing or the plates. This is just if you're making your own. And we believe this tip will help you to create this piping faster without it deviating from underneath the tunnel on the Ultrafeed LSZ. This doesn't apply to the LS sewing machine because it has a larger tunnel. Oh, and by the way, there is a larger cording foot that you can buy for the LSZ that does make this a little bit easier so it doesn't deviate, but we're going to show you how to do it with the standard foot that comes with the machine. And this can be a little bit tricky. So here I have a foam piping and I have an acrylic upholstery fabric. I'm going to fold it in here. This is cut to 1 3/4 inches. And we're going to put it in the tunnel. And you'll notice that sometimes it's hard to get that stitch or the piping to stay in the tunnel. It can be done, but it's tricky. And I have a little secret that will help you. So first we're going to do it without my secret. Okay, so see how it's kind of wandered over here and it's actually on top of that presser foot? That is not what I want. So what I have to do to do this is I have to basically keep the piping over to the side like this. And the best way to do that, or the easiest way to do that, is to use the magnet here. And what you do is you position this underneath the tunnel, which is right there, and then you put this toe right here so that it stays solid, and then all you have to do is fold this and keep this edge lined up and wash. So I'm basically just keeping the piping up against here, and I open it up and I fold it in there and I put my finger here so I keep it up against the magnetic guide. And take a look at the piping now. So do I want my stitch this close to the piping? No, not really. I really want it over. I probably should have put it in the right position to do it, but as you can see, it caused it to sew right where I intended it to sew. Let's go ahead and put the needle in the right position, which is where I'd want it for my first stitch. So with the needle in the right position here and this magnetic guide in here, then all I have to do is keep it up against the magnetic guide. And look how easy that is. So I highly recommend this tip if you're sewing your own piping. So now my stitch is far enough away from the piping that when I sew it into my cushion, my other stitch will be right here and this stitch will be invisible. So that's a little trick that I've learned just recently to easily sew piping with the standard presser foot on the LSZ sewing machine. Okay, you may be saying, well, hey, I don't have this magnet. Maybe you bought the deluxe magnet, which is fine. It works as well. So just position it here like that, and then you can see that this will do the same job.
I'm Eric Arndt. We hope this is a helpful tip for your next sewing project when you have to sew piping. Thanks for watching.